Okay, I think okay. Hi, and welcome to Nova's Nuggets, a small segment of That's So Nova. This is just small segments of tips, tricks, and things that I utilize to help me with success with my bag making business. And today I wanted to bring up the Almighty Ruler. If you're familiar with the Almighty Ruler, I did use them in my 1K giveaway, and I've given them away, I think, at 500 people too. The reason why they're always a part of my giveaways is because I believe in this ruler. This ruler has a ruler first and foremost from 1 to 12 inches, and it has rivet placements and bag corner placements. So I'm just going to jump down below. All right, so I'm using this on the back of some cork because I was trying to do it on my table, and with the see-through ruler I could see everything fine, but you couldn't. So bear with me for just a minute. I'm going to try to get this so you can see it better up close and personal. All right, so on the ruler I'm going to flip it so it shows right. Nope, I'm not on my phone. So you have the ruler going from 12 inches to 1, which is a great feature to have. It also has strap hole placements. They're at 1.5 inches each time. And I think it's pretty cool because I have a lot of bags that have the straps on the exterior, and I've always wanted to do rivet placement, but when I eyeball things, I'm always off. Like, I don't know why I'm always off. Then you have your 3/8 of an inch zipper. So the zipper itself, the zipper pocket itself, I get this question a lot, is 6 inches. So if you go into the center, you can mark at the 3-inch space, the 4, and the 5. You can actually make the zipper bigger. So let's say you have a 9-inch zipper. What you can do is you can mark your center. You can mark where your 3s are, and then you can just add the other 3 inches to make it 9 inches and just connect it. What I also like is that when I'm done with the zipper connecting, I love the fact that it gives me the Y. The Y is what I use to try to center as much as I possibly can to cut as even as I can. So once I have that done, then I usually just line up the ruler, and I have my line that I need to cut at. So she gives you a 3-inch and a 1/2 inch, and you have the measurements going 3 inches from each other, 4 inches, 6 and 5 inches, and so on and so forth. You have the 1/2 inch and the 3/8 of inch, which is tremendous help because some pattern bag designers have it where the zipper pocket is a 1/2 inch and others have it for 3/8 of inch. So this makes it really easy. If you have let's say box corners, similar like what we did in the Gabby, they were 2.5 inches. So let's pretend, let's make a corner. So let's say we're right here, and it tells us that we need to have a 2.5 inch corner. We mark where the 2.5 inches is. There's a dot, and then you can just line up your dot with the outside, and we can just go from there. It looks awkward because I'm facing you versus it facing me. Oh, I want 2 inches. So you can go 2.5 inches, put a dot, 2.5 inches. And then I will just cut out this 2.5 inches, and it's perfectly even. That helps me a lot. Because again, I'm an eyeballer. I'll be like, oh, I got this. Or I'll like cut a square and then put it on the other side, and it may not line up. Because of, let's say if your side seams were like 3/8 of an inch or something, and you veered in at 5/8 of an inch, you need that perfect lineup. So line up your box pleats to perfect measurements prior to cutting, and you will have perfect pleats. The main thing I use on here are the freaking rivet templates. I don't know about you, but every time I put in the handles of the rivets, I second guess myself. I either want to do one, of course you do 1 or 2, and I'll just draw 2 lines. I'm like, oh, it's going to work out. I punch my holes, and then one rivet is like 1/8 of an inch higher. And I can notice it. A buyer may not, but I notice it, and it drives me batty. So we have this really cool template where you have, the first one is 0.75, your 3/4 of an inch. So you can line up your strap and you can like, hey, I want 1/4 of an inch from the bottom of the line and one at 1 inch. This could help with your connecting them too, because normally what I do is I punch a hole at 1/4 of an inch and then punch at 1 1/4, and then when I line the holes up, it's perfect to rivet it through, and it just makes nice clean entries. Or just if I have a strap on a bag and I want to have rivets going down every 1/2 inch, I can circle my holes and they will be perfectly lined up. We also have a single rivet punch for a 1 inch, as well as a double. The double is my favorite tool. But again, let's say this is my strap. I'm going to pretend I have a 1 inch strap. All right. So this is my 1 inch strap, and I want to fold. This is sad. I want to fold my strap so that the rivets are together, cradling the D-ring. You know, with all the stuff that I have here, when I need things, nothing ever shows up. I should have. All right, so here's my 1 inch strap. I wanted to put it in this ring, this rectangle ring. This is a 3/4 of an inch. I couldn't find a 1 inch around me, and I want to put it together. You could like line it up here and say, hey, I want my rivet strap, you know, a 1/2 inch up from, and just punch through. Or you could do what I do, and I grab this, put the line to meet, raw edges meets the top line, and I'll punch a hole at 1/4 of an inch, then 3/4 of an inch. I know this is going to sound weird. And 1 3/4 of an inch. So when I punch a hole, do I have a rivet here to show? Probably not. Okay, so the reason why I do it this way, everyone finds out their own strap ways to make it easier for them. But when I punch these 2 holes, and this is what I do if I don't want raw edges to show, and I don't have any strap tabs. I'm trying to get just any kind of rivet. What I do is I fold this one onto itself. And then I fold, so it's folded onto itself. Sorry. I push this through, the second one I made, fold over the first hole onto it, and then this is the strap. So I would feed in my strap hardware. I can't talk today. Strap hardware, thread it in, and this is not the right rivet, but you get the gist. Therefore, no raw edges in the back. That's how I would do it for that one. So I use 1/4 of an inch, 3/4 of an inch, and then 1 3/4 of an inch. That's the math that works for me. Everyone's math is different. That's if I don't want raw edges. If I want raw edges, because I know I'm going to put a strap bag on it, I will go a 1/2 inch in and then go 1 1/2 inches up. And when I do that, it helps when I cut even, Shinova. Come on, get it together. If I go, this is why this is my table all the time, but I have 2 and I have them exactly on my table. I'll go a 1/2 inch, and if I know I'm going to have nice pretty bag tags like the little strap ends, and then I'll go 1 1/2 inches up. I'll punch my holes. I will thread the male portion through the holes, slide my rectangle, O-ring, D-ring, whatever suits you. I kind of like rectangle and circle ones. The D-rings, they always like do this weird sliding thing for me. So I'll put them through the holes. I'll set my rivets, and then I'll put my strap tabs on. So like, this is why I use it. I don't have to worry about math. I don't have to grab a ruler and be like, where's the 3/4 of an inch? Where's this? Nope, everything is right here. All the measurements and markings, and then I can get fancy and do double ones. And I'm like, yes. And then right now, all the rave is like the 1.5 inch straps. So you have the single and then the double, and they're perfect spacing. And this helps me out so much. This is my favorite thing. My favorite part of the ARCexpression is the rivet placement, but I like the fact that I can get perfect box corners just right on the side. I have 2 zipper pockets, 3/8 of an inch and 1/2 of an inch. And then I have a ruler, and I love. Not enough people do this. The ruler goes backwards and as it's supposed to, because if let's say I'm doing a 6-inch pocket and I'm like, hey, a 3 inches is here, I know from here to here is 6 instead of having it on the other side. It just helps with my little my little mind, and I always can flip it if I wanted to go the other side. 6 inches is usually the standard here in our bag making world, and I love the fact that she has strap placement holes for a 1-inch strap. That to me is like, she has so many functions on this one ruler that is 6 by 12. It's ridiculous. So I have this literally in 2 caddies by 2 different sewing machines, and I'm about to probably buy a 3rd one so I can have it in my cutting area, because I use this all the time. So if you ever struggle with having perfect placements of rivets, like I do, if you always want to have where you can draw a box for your zippers, and if you want 1-inch strap hole placements and perfect box corners, the Almighty Ruler is definitely something you might want to look into. It's from ARCexpressions. I have mentioned this I have mentioned this template many times. ARCexpressions is a small business and operated. They have really pretty fast shipping to me, what I think, especially for customized templates, and they are the only ones that have templates for Georgia Girl Stitch, which your girl just got the cami. When the Gabby comes out, I'll be on the wait list for that. I'm telling you, I get a lot. What is your #1 bags? People always love Swoon, and whenever I'm doing it, but there's something about Country Cows and Georgia Girl Stitch and Noodlehead where it's like this organic feel where people just like love how I get nerdy with like hippie. It's my sweet spot. And Georgia Girl Stitch, you already know I love this. This girl loves her. I think I've done almost all her bags, and I'm going to probably ask her to make the Phoebe next. But Georgia Girl Stitch is the only person she signed to do templates with is ARCexpression, because she does a bang up job. Like, I've had templates from other people, no names. I've had this for almost a year. I am clumsy. I drop everything. If you don't believe me, ask anybody that's seen me as So Magical. Ask them how many times I dropped my phone. Ask them. Ask them. It could be a bet. She has the only one that does Georgia Girl Stitch and Country Cow. We all know that Nova loves her some Country Cow. So I just throwing that out there. ARCexpressions. She also has, I know a lot of people were asking me, where do I get my spacers? That, like when I'm taking pictures, ARCexpressions. They ask you for your logo and everything. I believe they also make tags. Throwing it out there, but this is a handy dandy ruler to have. If you already have one, if you're looking to do a swap for somebody for the holidays, Christmas, birthday, that's another sewist, this is just a really good ruler to have in your arsenal that you can whip out when you need it. And for me, my favorite thing on here is the rivet placements. I would be lost without them. That's how I got my 3/4 of an inch and 1/3 of an inch, or 1/4 of an inch and 3/4 of an inch, or 5/8 of an inch, and to fold them all in. It makes sense, and it helps me out tremendously. So I'm going to put the link to this. There's no affiliate. I just wanted you to know and show you how I use the ruler. If you have any more questions in reference to the Almighty Ruler, please leave it down below. If you have questions about ARCexpressions and getting things. I have spacers. If you would like to see them, I could put them in a video as well. Her engraving is really amazing. And Angie should hopefully be in the comments too, dropping some knowledge and giving some information out too. I will put her Etsy page and her Facebook business page in there. And matter of fact, I'm going to link you to the cami, because when I went to go put it in my cart, there were 7 left and there was 22 people that had it in their cart. And I was like, sold. Because she had light and heavy. She gives a lot of options. You do have to show proof of purchase, which I love, because she's honoring the designer 100%. And it's very important to do that. You don't want to make templates and the designer doesn't know about it. So just something to think about. And I believe she also is KAUR, KAUR's exclusive templates too. Just throwing it out there. All these brands know they want to be exclusive with her. So if you have any questions, please leave a comment down below. If you can like, subscribe to this video, it will help tremendously. And if you, again, have any questions, comment. Until the next time I see you, I'm glad I was happy to do this Nova Nugget. I need like a cool sign out for Nova Nugget. Like Nugget Nova. Like a voiceover. Oh yeah. No. All right. Bye.